Hey guys, it's Paradise, and I'm joined with 2-6, obviously, and we're lucky enough to have Arekkz 2 and our boy Jono, community manager. This is a pretty exciting one because we previously have been with the 20-minute limit, and now we have a little live stream where we get to play a bit more and show off basically what you guys want to see. So, if you're in chat right now, you're lucky because you can ask us any questions. We're going to try and show off everything that you guys want. You know, we don't have loads of time, so we might not be able to do everything if you want to see every single weapon and stuff like that. But tell us in the chat what you want to see. If you want us to go explore the world, try out like the any of the items in the game, let us know what weapons you want to see, all that good stuff. So basically, we're going to start with like a Q&A in chat before we start, because once we start, we're limited on what we can do, basically. So let's answer some questions first, and then we'll jump into the actual gameplay. So
the first question I have is someone saying happy birthday.
Is it your birthday?
It's not my birthday.
I was about to say you kept that for us.
Happy birthday, 2-6.
Happy birthday to me. I'll take it though. It basically is my birthday now. That
can we get a big
Wilds.
happy birthday for 2-6?
Happy birthday
Happy
to me.
birthday.
Let's go.
And curiously enough, it's also Paradise's birthday too.
Oh, you guys
It's everybody's birthday.
So yeah, we've seen a lot. Okay, chat's going really quick, so this is going to be a bit harder than perhaps I thought. But I'm seeing a lot of hunting horn, a lot of switch axe in the chat. I think we can make that work.
Yeah.
We can make that work. So hunting horn, switch axe is on the agenda. Is there anything you guys want to see with the monsters? Maybe if we're lucky, we might see Ray Dau, the Apex monster.
I think you should definitely go after Ray Dau. Every single time I saw him, I was like, Ray Dau, let's go.
It was funny because we actually did fight him a little bit in one of our times on the show floor.
Yeah.
But you're matched up with 2 other people, and every time
They would go
everyone
after the
cart,
main.
they were on the main one, and they kept carting. So we kept getting like, so every time you die, you get pulled back to the camp. So then we'd be like running back to Ray Dau. We'd be there for like 2 minutes, and then they would have wiped again, and we'd be back.
No.
So this will be a bit better, hopefully, if he does show up. Is it guaranteed, or is it not?
We
is
don't
it like
know.
100%?
Yeah,
or
so
not?
well, in this build, because it's like a demonstration build, yeah, Ray Dau will appear. But Ray Dau can only appear during the inclemency period in the Windward Plains.
Because we did have one session where maybe we just didn't spot him, but I swear
It'll be a different point, so it could be quite late into the inclemency window. It could be at the start.
Right.
So yeah, the AI and like how monsters behave isn't kind of set or like rigidly programmed. So like when we've been on stage with the dev team, we've been surprised by stuff that happens.
Okay.
Just to show kind of how dynamic and seamless.
Seamless.
And the thing is also that he can spawn anywhere on the map. So you might think, oh, let me follow the lightning, and he won't be there. He might be somewhere else, like grabbing a Chatacabra snack or something like that. Yeah.
All right, so is there any quick questions in chat before we actually jump into the build? No more weapons in the chat, guys. We can only show so many. There's only so much time. So if you have any specific questions or stuff you want to see, now is the time to say in chat, and we'll...
I saw someone ask a question, does the old Arekkz ever appear? He was actually at Gamescom, but he left yesterday, so we couldn't line it up to get him on the stream, but that would have been cool. So if you want him to come back maybe in the future, then maybe, I don't know, you gotta tell him that, because he needs to line up his schedule with us.
So since they couldn't get Arekkz, they got Arekkz from Wish.
You know what, though? Actually, it's really good that Arekkz here, and it's really good that Jono's here, because Jono is like, you're like SNS specialist.
I love the sword and shield.
And I wonder what weapon Arekkz likes. Is it?
I have no idea.
So maybe we can get some gun lance, and I think you've played a bit of regular lance as well in.
I've
the show
played a
floor.
little bit of lance, yes.
So maybe we can show some of that as well, if there's
I
time.
mean, I can, do a couple of pokes, yes. I actually tested it out, and I can play it a little bit, yeah, sure.
Awesome. Okay, so there's a bunch of there's like I see people talking about cooking, decoration. I don't think we're gonna even see anything on the decoration
You can
system.
cook. No, we don't see decorations,
Yeah,
but
we
you
can
can
do
cook.
the cooking. The
Yeah.
cooking's I actually really like the way they've done cooking in
Yeah,
this. So
cooking's amazing.
we can look at that. I'm seeing a lot of decorate. Is there anything on the decorations?
We've not spoken about that kind of thing yet, so unfortunately we don't answer anything around that side of weapons and things and gear, but who knows? I mean, the devs have been revealing new stuff every day, and some of the stuff we know, and some of the stuff that the team are like, hey, we're going to talk about this and share more. So
Yeah,
I ran into Takudo earlier, and I was like, Takudo-san, decorations, Takudo-san,
Please.
Decorations. All right, I think ready to jump in?
Yeah. So, guys, this stream is for you guys. So if there's anything that's like nitty-gritty that you guys want to know about, then definitely ask in the chat, because there's obviously going to be things that haven't been covered by other creators and other things, and we were trying to hit that. So if there's anything that you want to know, now's your time to get them in the chat. Be like, I want to know how hard this move on this weapon hits, then we might be able to go out there and do that for you. Obviously, we're not going to be able to hit absolutely everything because
Why not?
because there's so many things in this game and there's so many weapons. There's 14 weapons. You guys know what's up. If you're a Monster Hunter fan, you know what's up. So we're going to jump into it now, and Paradise is going to take the... What weapon are you going with? Hunting Horn?
People are really asking for the hunter. Is there a training dummy in this one that...
I mean, there is something you can hit, but it will hit you back.
It's called the Chatacabra. He's a good training dummy. He dies real fast, too.
Yeah, Chatacabra will be the easiest monster, arguably, out of the 4 that can appear in this Gamescom build.
Cool.
Or large monster, I should say, because there's lots of endemic life and small monsters around as well. And fun fact, so about the large monsters, so you can get multiple of the same type of large monster in the locale at the same time, like, say, 3 Chatacabras at once and things like that. Which is really, really fun. And the sheer amount of monsters as well.
Can we get a quick number in chat?
Yeah, you guys pick.
Everybody spam 4.
What are we playing today? And also,
Chat plays Monster Hunter Wilds.
Here's the Palicos as well. So we got 1 through 5.
Yeah.
On the,
5's the best one, right, Jono?
5 is the best with the little mustache, right?
I like 2 because I actually have a tortoiseshell cat at home. But I love this. Cat makes me laugh every time. But say, and for those who don't know, in the full game, obviously, Monster Hunter is known for its customization.
Yeah.
You'll be able to craft your own hunter. And for example, like if you look at number 9 preset, there's actually 2-tone hair there as well, as you can see. So on the inside, she's got pink hair, but on the outside, obviously, she's got like black, brown.
A lot of 11, by the way, and 5.
There's a lot of 4s in there, 2, 6, don't lie.
A lot of 4s.
I'm seeing 5s. Are we going I think
11?
You've got 5 seconds.
5. Let's go.
We're in. We got like the pirate-looking hunter.
Yeah.
Yar.
Right. So yeah, we're gonna go. We'll put hunting horn on first. I think second weapon maybe bow. Or you can
skip the speech if you want.
Have people seen this already?
Yeah. There's plenty of people that have been showing this, I would figure.
I'm just gonna get. All right, you know what, guys? We're just
get
gonna
into
get
the
gameplay.
Yeah.
All right, and we can actually take a little look at some of the armor as well.
So something I hadn't noticed. Have you seen that there's like weapon skills in the weapons?
Yes, we have.
All of them have speed sharpening.
Speed sharpening.
Oh, is that what it is?
Speed sharpening level 1. Yeah, all of the weapons have speed sharpening level 1.
So as a veteran hunter, I know to take the traps out of the box. I don't know if everyone has been doing that, but I love myself a trap.
Yeah, there's some cool. There's a new thing you can do with traps as well.
Is it
Come on, spill the beans. Spill the beans.
You'll see when you deploy it.
Now, actually, while we're here, do we have the paint ones?
Yeah, I think you might
the
already have them
luring pods.
equipped.
You already have them.
So you've got luring, you've got large dung pods.
Oh yeah, over here. Oh, they're infinite as well.
Oh, there is. Okay.
So it makes.
Wait, what's the slinger paint? What's that for?
Easier to find.
Slinger ammo makes a monster easier or location temporary easier
What does
to
that
find.
mean, John? What does that mean?
Well, we can pop one on a monster and we'll see it in action.
Let's go. All right. Let's get our weapons going. So, by popular demand, we will do a bit of hunting horn. Now, yes, I played maybe like 1 minute of hunting horn in one of our runs, like on the other build. So it might be a bit rough. I'm not hunting horn main, but there is some cool stuff I don't think was in other games. I don't think it was in the weapon video
like
either.
The echo bubbles and things, and
like when you bank the songs and you can start.
Oh,
them.
yeah, and how the order you play.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, I love as well that we have the focus strike for the hunting horn. I don't know if you've done that yet in the time you've played with it, but that very Sunbreak inspired move.
True.
I think we're pretty good with this. We got some divine blessing.
Oh yeah, that's a good
stamina.
Did they add any quality of life to the sub menu on that one? Because like this game's got so much quality of life.
Oh,
and so interesting.
There is a lot.
So if you press like triangle, is there anything? Wow.
Oh, you can just straight
the classic.
Oh,
the classic look.
Nice.
Wait, how do I pick like the whole set at once, or is it just they're ordered nicely?
It might
And as
not
you
be
can
as
see, the armor has set bonuses as well now on top of the new. They're just their skill.
Oh, they show up down there.
Yeah, they show up. Yeah. So you know whether you're going for a mix set or a
Powerhouse 1
full
and
set.
2.
So
can we see what that does? Is there any way to like expand that?
I've not tried on this build.
I'm pressing buttons, guys.
I don't think so.
Well, that's cool though.
So yeah, so the set bonuses also, as Rurikhan mentioned, weapons have skills on them as well. So there's going to be a lot of reason to have so many different types of armor pieces, different weapons within the same, like maybe 2 different fire element weapons within, say, like greatsword, sword, and shield, because they're going to have unique properties from each other beyond their like damage numbers and sharpness.
Okay, you know what we will do real quick though. Before leaving out on a hunt, what do you always do? You
Gotta
got to
have
have
a
your
little
meal, right?
A little munch. The McDonald's
so
special.
We could go custom just to have a little quick look at
Pick
it.
some ingredients. And also, you can cook almost anywhere now as well, meals.
Okay.
So, yeah. So there's only one real choice here, which is the meat for the attack bonus.
Let's
You
go
know what?
all the way into meta. That's the way.
So here we have slightly, it's like invulnerability window increase, reduced stamina depletion. So I'm going to go for the shrimp. And this is what's weird about it, right? So we have the base ingredient giving us like the flat stats, then we have these bonus things.
Wait, you're talking about that, but press circle a second. The palico in the background. Meme worthy.
Yeah, look at that face. Look at that face.
I do
He's
love that
waiting for his
mustache.
food.
Right, so increased health when recovering. That sounds good. So I don't want to waste too many times in these menus. I want to get to the nice gameplay of the weapons. I saw a few charge blades in the chat before. We have charge blade gameplay on the channel already, so that will be lower on the priority here because you can go and look at charge blade if you want to. And we have some longsword on the channel as well, which I know some people were very surprised by the way that it interacted with some of those moves in the spirit gauge. So if you want to check out those 2 weapons, they're already up. So we're gonna try and get some more weapons for you guys first. I love the food animation, by the way.
It's amazing.
It's so good.
So someone was asking about FPS.
Wait, is that the that's a saxophone?
It is a saxophone.
Oh, have you not seen it yet?
No, I hadn't seen it yet.
Yeah.
It reminds me. You guys know that meme that Henry did with the Jack Black
Oh
thing?
yeah.
I'm gonna beat this monster with my saxophone. That's what that looks like.
So, I don't know how much people have been looking at the minimap in like your stream for account, but the fact that you have this like 3D-ness to it, and you can like spin it all around. We're still running, and we're auto-running to the markers. I've just marked the Chatacabra. You got a million icons. Jono, you got anything juicy to tell us about the map?
top left, does it tell you when the next thing is about to happen? Is that what's going on there?
Yes, so
Morning
that
to
tells you what period you're in. So it's morning time of day and the fallow period, because there's 3 different periods in each locale.
What does the triggers do for the map? Oh.
Yeah, so the map's 3D now. There's so much you can learn from using the map there, because the team, with these more larger, more complex environments that are really rich to explore, they also wanted to make sure you had the tools to navigate easily, whether that's the map itself or you can use the optional auto travel with Sacred.
Sorry, I had to do a big bonk there.
You could have done a sneak attack. I was so curious what the sneak attack of that weapon.
Oh, we'll have a chance to do it, I'm sure. All right, so what I'm gonna do first, because this is the first thing that I noticed when I was trying it out. So I'm gonna bank a few songs because there's something really cool that, and you guys will have to tell me if it was in previous games because I'm not sure if it was. So we banked 3 things: 2 self-improvements and then attack up. I'm not hunting on main. Chat, you can also tell me if you know this. But you see how it says R2 or R2 plus triangle or R2 plus circle on those bank notes? So we can choose where we want to start the perform from, so we don't have to start with the attack up, we can start with one of the other bank songs, which is really nice, because then what you can do is you could go into
2
an encore.
Chatacabras.
Oh my gosh, you know what? We might switch on to this one. So for example, I'll start with like the self-improvement, and you see attack, so it goes from the one I pick and then goes from top to bottom, and we can do our full performance into encore, kind of like you would expect. But let's get some other songs out. Get some bonk. Oh!
Bro.
Maybe we're going to see Ray Dau soon.
The inclemency period has arrived.
That was really fast. Is it different every time?
Yep.
So, let me, how do I do the bubble again? There we go, R2X. So, where's he going? Let's chase him down. We will do some of the echo bubble, and I believe the echo bubble is like weapon specific, is that right?
Yeah. So on top of the unique or specific songs you have on each hunting horn, their echo bubble will be different as well. So once again, even more depth to the weapons.
Yeah.
And as you can see, we've got some small monsters having to go at Chatacabra. So as Monster Hunter Wilds director Takuda-san said I think in yesterday's stream, the small monsters are quite impactful in certain situations
big
in
KO.
Wilds.
Didn't someone say there was a way to like change the damage numbers to like different numbers? Maybe we should try that out once Chatakabra moves to another area.
Oh, have you got a wound on there?
Oh,
it's
here we go,
time.
boys.
Ooh, it's solo time.
Bow.
Beep, 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 beep.
That will never not be satisfying.
Imagine if you did that and it just starts going. Dun, 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 dun.
So yeah, the hunting horn. That's got to be one of the most satisfying focus strikes, to be honest.
It's very good.
Yeah, so we can obviously put down several echo bubbles. If you actually look under our sharpness bar, there's this like new icon that has these 3 vertical like dots, and when I do an echo bubble, you see how one's glowing blue. I'll do another one now. So you've got like 3 charges of this
Nice
echo
observation.
bubble. So you can really like lay them out everywhere. So if this is a multiplayer hunt, you can spread them around, make sure everyone's getting there. Ooh,
The
was
box.
this? Wait, was that the Palico that put that?
Yeah,
in?
that was the Palico
yeah.
trap.
Gee, what a guy!
And as you can see, the echo bubbles are added to your damage as well.
Get a little attack up going. Use
So
a little
they
focus
pulse
strike.
when you're reciting there.
It's so cool. The hunting horn in this is a bit spicy.
It is. It is. The team, as they mentioned on stage, were keen that there's no such thing as just a support weapon.
Yeah.
All these weapons can hold their own and more, and everyone can contribute to those juicy damage numbers.
Yeah.
All right, so for sake of time, I think we should try out another weapon now. Otherwise, I'll get distracted and I'll be playing hunting horn all day.
It's so easy because it just feels so good to play, right? It's like I just want to keep playing.
2-6, do you want to try a bit of bow on the chat?
Before we do that, because I see a lot of people talking about it in the chat and I just want to address it. So, obviously, FPS is a thing. I can't exactly tell you what FPS it's running at, and this is, I like to remind everyone, an in-development build. We're so far away from a release.
It's an early preview build.
So,
that, we made specifically for Gamescom as well.
But we're playing it now. It feels pretty smooth.
So yeah, just before we get into this option that I want to talk about as well, this is the reality of it.
Yeah.
It feels variable, but it feels good.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll tell you right now, I've done practice on World and Iceborne a little bit.
Yeah.
Ray Dau.
And
There's still variability in that. It doesn't. It actually feels better than World and Iceborne from my playing literally last week.
Yeah.
That being said, these preview builds, like we're used to it, but I guess like people in chat probably aren't used to it. Preview builds are never perfect. There's always going to be something. It's a specific slice of the game. Things have been changed. Jono, you know what's up. Like this isn't the full game. So.
Yeah, so 2025. We're a way off yet. From 2025, and this build is early. It's it's not fully representative. You hear all those kind of those catch-all lines. But yeah, and so the team have worked super hard to get this build ready for a physical event because they've seen how excited everyone's been, and they were like, look, we owe it to the community to give them something to get hands-on with at these events. But obviously, for those wonders who know that this isn't going to be like a demo that's online or anything. It's specifically made to be used at events.
Yeah. So just before we go, hopefully Ray Dau won't come over and clap me, but this was the damage number thing we were talking about before.
Yeah.
So the way that damage number works in Monster Hunter, at least from my knowledge, tell me if I'm wrong, is they're kind of like bloated numbers. So there's secret calculations behind the scenes, and then there's like a multiplier for the actual damage that you see. So that's where the motion values come in, and that's how the damage is that's like a really basic top level, off the top of my head, way that damage traditionally works in Monster Hunter games, to my knowledge. So this looks like you can essentially see the damage with decimals, and I believe it shows you like a lower damage number, so it's less bloated.
You get the raw damage.
Exactly.
It's raw damage. Yeah.
So this is really cool to see. This is like a weird little menu thing, but
It's for the nerds. It's for the nerds.
Yeah. So when you're in the training room and you want to be finding out what like combo you want to be doing to be optimal for your damage and stuff like that, you've got a setting like this that's going to come in really handy, which is really cool. So. Obviously, Ray Dau's right here. I don't know if you want to try a bit of bow on him. He might not be the best showcase because he's going to be all over the place.
Let's go 2-6.
You got to believe.
Easy mode 2-6.
And you just saw how simple and quick it is to change your weapon. And also, there's some mounted combat there.
I find it crazy that you can just do that. You can literally just like... So the coatings are completely different now as well because they kind of like just refill, and you have a bar for the...
Wait, the coatings refill, so you don't have to craft them anymore?
So they are no longer a consumable resource from what we're understanding of this. It's kind of works similar, you know, with like the bowgun, how it has like the charge, and you do the drum mag and you use it. It's not the same as that, but it's kind of like you use them up and they'll recharge.
Oh, I'm gonna play bow and wilds.
So here's the thing, at least my thinking of that, while 2-6 shows off some
Tracer arrow magic
Tracer arrow magic.
The way that power coatings were before is that you essentially wanted to bring a load of items to spam craft more of them, and just if you weren't using power coatings, you were playing the boat wrong. And that was a bit.
You also had close range coatings.
Yeah, so you would switch between, but ultimately you would be spamming most of the time, at least in my boat.
No, from what I heard in Sunbreak, I think most of the time people were actually using
that attack is so cool.
Close range coatings, I think. But I don't know, I'm not a bull.
That's it. I'm just speaking about what we're seeing here.
No.
What 2-6 showed there as well when he brought up the like quick select. So that one there is actually a variable healing one. The game will select the appropriate healing item for that occasion when you use the quick select. So you won't like burn a mega potion on a little bit of health loss. So the game will kind of give you that assistance there.
That's really cool.
And it's totally optional as well.
I'm seeing a lot of people say to enable blood.
Is that a thing?
I don't think that's something that we can actually do.
I wouldn't even want to do that for YouTube, because YouTube would like clap us as well.
I know, yeah. I can literally, like, people are spamming it. It's not something
Like,
that we can do.
I don't even think that Capcom is talking about that stuff yet, so yeah.
Well, there we go then.
Yeah,
so.
we don't know.
But yeah, going back to the power coatings.
Run!
Oh, the big move. Oh. So, John, I don't know if you know, but if you can expand on this move here, but it's lightning hitting sand, which makes glass.
Yeah, it's making like Volgarite. So on yesterday's stream, Tukura-san actually mentioned a bit about that, and it has utility. However, we're not talking about what and how yet.
Okay.
But yeah, you can see certain monster attacks will directly impact the environment.
Okay, that's awesome.
That is really, really cool. Jess, final thing about power coating. I actually like this system. It'll be interesting to see how it plays out in your full rotation and the overall DPS of the weapon. But it basically means you don't have to faff with crafting, farming runs, put the items in your thing, radial menu the crafting button.
You've done the bow a couple of times.
It basically makes me kind of want to play bow, and I know a lot of people are going to make fun of me because the main reason I don't play bow or bow guns is the ammo management. If there's no ammo management, I'm down to play it, 100%.
That was close.
Yeah, exactly. That's just it. So it's an easier entry point, because it's the same thing with bow guns. All the different ammos, they can be like a barrier to entry for a new player that's a bit confused by all of that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if they are recharging now, you're more limited on them, so you've got to be more careful with them.
So wait, are they recharging on the light bowguns as well? No.
That's what I wanted to know.
No, sorry, no, I'm talking about the
wedge.
Swing away, good sir.
Oh, Spider-Man.
They're back. Because I remember the Coral Island ones, like, it was just 10 out of 10 always doing those.
Shall we try another weapon?
Yeah, let's do it.
Should we head back to camp? So,
Can you fast travel back to camp?
Yeah.
Yes, you can, yeah.
Where's Ray Dau? What's the closest, or where's our, you know what, there's a camp.
Yeah, you got your base camp there. So
I love that it's that easy to
Oh yeah, and like fast travel is probably the only time, if not one of the only times, where you will actually have a transition screen like this, because with the seamless gameplay, as you will see, you literally walk in, walk out of camp, change your weapons, eat, whatever, you are in that world. And yeah, that's how it is, which is crazy. You know, we've all been playing Monster Hunter for over a decade, and we know the drill. You probably know the drill, like everyone watching. And so yeah, this is huge.
You know what, Jono?
No, I'm on the spot now.
I'm seeing switch hacks. We're going to do some switch hacks. I'm seeing SNS, so we'll get Jono to do a bit of SNS, and then I think we'll be doing a bit of Lance Gun Lance if Rurkan comes up to it.
I'm good. Yeah.
All right, we're going to have to be quick here because I am really mindful. I feel like I'm run off my feet on the time. You know,
there's so much, isn't there?
Yeah.
So much.
It's like I actually had people ask me to rate the demo, and I was like, look, I don't even rate video games. You want me to rate an early build of a game? I was like, here's my rating. I could play this for 100 hours without getting bored. Yeah. That's my rating.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good rating.
Yeah, 11 out of 10. We'll take that. Yeah, you know.
All right, so we got the dunk pod. Oh, because we do not want to
boys.
Fight together.
The stinky boy.
Lads, who's that?
All right, so the switch axe. I have.
Oh, you didn't do a sneak attack again.
Well, he's running away, right? Or does this count as aggro?
Yeah, that counts as aggro, I think. I don't think you get to do a sneak attack anymore.
And for those wondering as well, the cooking mini game is still in. It's still there. So your portable barbecue can cook like proper meals, but you've got to still get your well done steak done yourself. So that is in there.
So I haven't had enough time on the switch axe to fully get familiar with everything. That being said, I believe if you're sort of mid-combo chain, or is it the end of a combo? I think it's the end of a combo. I'm trying to do it here, so I'm going to get clapped a bit. But in both sword and axe mode, there is like an almost perfect guard or a counter. I think it's just at the end of a...
There, was that one?
That's the move. I think there might be shortcuts to get to it, but I haven't had enough time to like actually find them. On the axe mode, if you do like triangle circle together for this.
Oh! Let's go, boys!
So, here's the thing. The counter that you got with switch axe in Rise and Sunbreak, the elemental burst counter, with the big Beyblade like spin when you did it, was one of my all-time favorite things that switch axe has ever got, and I've been playing switch axe since Generations. So I love that we have a built-in axe and sword mode way to at least counter an attack. That being said as well, once you actually get your amp gauge filled, there's a move here that I really want to show. I'm gonna,
Please tell me it's zero-sum discharge.
So here's the thing: zero sum is actually in the game. It's just now part of the mount. So.
Oh, okay.
It's
the mount finisher.
Yes, it requires your amp to be filled, I believe. Let me just. I'm gonna put a trap down because I want to actually show this move.
And see, yeah, you can retrieve your traps now.
So we'll get them over. All right. So we're going to go into elemental discharge. It doesn't even matter that I'm too far away right now. We can hold R2 or press R2.
Whoa!
And we got this like crazy spin move, which is the most satisfying move to pull
And you set fire to the grass as well.
Right. And there's two versions of that move. So that was the full release, which requires the amp gauge to be filled. But there's also a more like lower level version that doesn't require the amp to be filled and doesn't do like as much damage and as big of a spin. So the elemental burst counter where it did that Beyblade spin is kind of incorporated into this move. It's just not a counter anymore, but you have these other counters.
So I have a question. Does the dismount attack do mount damage?
Yes.
Oh, there you go!
What is this timing right here?
Wow.
Have you tried the R1? Try the R1 right
Well, the R1 is gonna, I believe, will like
There you go.
lead us into the mount ending a little bit quicker.
Really?
Yeah, it ends the mount quicker. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I don't have the amp gauge, so I won't be able to use zero sum.
What will it do if it's not got zero sum then? Because I've not used the
let's
switch
find
axe
out.
yet.
There we go!
I believe if we do have the amp gauge filled, it will do a different version of that. But I'm not 100% on that, but from what I read in the menus before, I believe that is a thing.
Oh, have you done
Or you can do a focus strike.
A focus strike?
Oh my
Boom.
God.
Is that it? Is that a focus strike?
There's two iterations in Sword and Axe mode. So that's the Sword mode focus strike. The Axe mode, you do like a load of wild swings, and then you can morph into Sword and go into Element Discharge. So it will end with like the Elemental Discharge, but you can go into it like both ways. And also, you still have Power Axe mode. I don't know if people know that. I'm not sure if that was actually out there yet, but a lot of people really like the Power Axe mode, which is where you do wild swings here into this heavy slam.
Yep.
You do like double slam, that will give you Power Axe mode.
Nice. Is there no visual indicator?
Yes, so you see at the icon under the sharpness, at the bottom left there's an orange bit.
Oh, okay, so
If
you're
that
in
orange
Power
bit
Axe
is
right
on,
now.
yeah, I'm in Power Axe right now.
This man switch axes.
Let me see if I can show you the...
Like, you guys need to understand, the way that my brain works is like, I see an explosion and my neuron activates.
So this is the regular compressed attack.
Hey!
So see, I was the one swing instead of like the big double swing.
So you got options depending on if the monster's about to come and clap you or...
Yeah.
That's the thing. You know, I showcased the perfect guard once there in the Axe mode. But the fact that you have it in Sword mode as well means if you're actually a good Switch Axe player, it's going to get proper mental where... That was the biggest drawback of the Switch Axe. You had these big moves, you had the little side hop, it was very hard to remain on the monster and just not get hit every now and then as you were a god. Now you have this new thing to learn, which is really good. Now, John, I'm looking at you because I think it's S&S time.
Oh yeah, let's go. So yeah, Sword and Shield, absolutely love it. So obviously we'll start with a dismount, which I kind of whiffed.
That still looked very cool though.
Yeah, I'll try again. Obviously, see they've got small monsters engaging with each other over here as well.
Oh yeah, well that's it.
Oh,
So
you can
he's eating.
take his horn. Take his horn.
You want me to take his teeth?
Yeah, take his teeth. There. Now you have
There you
bleed
go.
ammo.
Well, at least
What's a bleed pod?
so
it does bleeding. I don't know.
yeah, it does extra damage to wounds.
So
it's
shout-
wounded as well, look, right?
Let's have a look. Oh, the small monsters are getting stuck in as well. So yeah, the small monsters are coming out bigly right now. Let's see if I can.
Tough
So-
work galore.
I have to
No,
give a
look at
shout out to
this.
Rage Gaming because that's why I knew that works like that.
Shout out to Rage Gaming. Let's go.
I was so
Oh,
upset that
I need a hit. I need a hit.
I was so
missed.
upset
My
that
aim
Rage
is
Gaming
terrible.
weren't here. 'Cause I feel like so
Hollow was here. I saw him.
Oh,
yesterday.
You saw Hollow?
Yeah.
Hollow, bro.
Yeah, come on.
But they're already gone by now.
Oh wait, no. Oh my god.
He was here for a day and then he left.
Okay.
I'll tell you right now, we've been at this Monster Hunter booth for hours and hours each day, looking out for people.
No, he was only here for a day.
Okay. We missed
Was it
TDS.
yesterday? Or the
Yeah, it was yesterday during my recording
Oh.
slot.
Yesterday, yeah, that's when we had a lot of appointments we were all running. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But Jono is doing the old
Is he doing work?
SNS.
The
He's doing the
classic.
work. He's doing the work.
I'm trying to show off the new. I love this move. Like the
Oh my
God.
Oh, do focus strike.
Oh yeah. So the Sword and Shield has 2 focus strikes as well.
Shield one, please.
All right. So we've got the kind of Metsu style, and then when you.
Let's go.
That's what I like to see. Shield slam.
And then what you can do as well, once you're in the air, you can do 3 different downward attacks. So you've got the plunge, which I've shown, you've got the shield bash and the classic slash as well.
Yeah.
So you have so many options. Oh, I should try and block this. We bounced off it. So that's how much how like visceral the combat is
Yeah.
if you both have big hits. I'm going to try and power clash. But see, you've got a perfect guard there. There we
There
go.
it is.
So,
Let's go.
Yeah. So with the blocking,
God, it's so good.
you can block, but if you do go for like perfect blocks, you're rewarded more, and a power clash is one of those potential things that can happen. So there's a new kind of skill ceiling added to blocking. There you go again.
That is cool.
And
You're
again.
making me want to use SNS. What's
Man,
going on
it's
here?
2 weapons. You got blunt, you got cutting, and also obviously his so with the with the new Lurin pod. So if those that have fought Behemoth in World will
Yeah.
be familiar. So now you've got the aggro line, and the monster will follow you. So you can use that to bring them to traps, other monsters. Or if you're playing with your friends and you're using a guard or counter weapon, you can become the
Yeah, you
tank
can tank,
briefly.
yeah.
So,
That's
you know,
really good.
yeah, so for those that have that kind of tank power fantasy, you're
I am
eating
so
good.
hyped for this. This is one of the things that I'm the most hyped for is the luring
And
pods.
also with the sword and shield, just look at this sidestepping mobility.
Yeah, so cool.
Like you're moving around, you've got your rolls. Do we have any wounds? See if I
Wait,
can
so
show you
Jonah,
them.
with the clashes, there's the 2 types. There's like the guard and the power.
Yeah, yeah.
So the guard is just you just guard enough attacks until it happens. Is that right?
So it's certain attacks.
So
Certain
you
attacks
need to
can
learn
proc
them
it.
and get
Yeah,
ready for them. Yeah.
yeah. So it's not a random thing. Certain attacks, and then if you get the perfect guard, they can occur.
And then the other one, the power clash. How
Yes.
is that?
The power clash. The power clash is when I
Specific
got
attack.
when I got bit into, and yeah, the perfect guard is just timing it just right, almost as if you're trying to parry like that. But yeah, and then obviously those that have been playing Rise and Sunbreak will notice this move. So that's actually done by blocking and then pressing triangle on the PlayStation controller.
I love that.
Yeah, but so you've got all these different moves. I love the plunge. I absolutely love the plunge on Sword and Shield.
Is there anything that you haven't shown here, or shall we swap to?
Yeah,
the
let's swap. I mean, I think I've got that a nice little.
Could
little
you
look for
use one of those paint pod
Yeah,
things
yeah, yeah.
as
Oh
well?
yeah,
As
yeah.
we
Let's
haven't
find out
actually
what
used
the
that.
paint. Yeah. Guys, I'm seeing a lot of requests for
Did I
charge
miss that? There
blade.
we go.
We
Oh,
do.
hold
have
on,
I'll show
charge
you.
blade
I'll show you
gameplay
the
on
other
channel.
wound attack actually quickly for the focus strike. And so the other one is you get big damage.
my God.
Big damage. So we're gonna hop back on Sacred now.
His ankles are gone.
Oh yeah. And also while you're riding Sacred, you can use your hook slinger to pick up items, activate items ahead of you.
Actually, doing that on the Vigor Wasps, that is actually amazing because Did you ever have those moments in Monster Hunter where
you
you're
actually
just
keep running?
Yeah.
So yeah, you've got a lot like that. You can activate paratoads from
So
afar.
someone was asking about capturing with the capture net. Is the capture net?
Yes, and it works. I recorded a little bit of it.
Yeah.
Like the last 2 seconds of my recording time, I just like captured a group of wasps.
Where's the paratoad?
Yeah, come back.
Where are
Paratoad.
you?
It's just there.
Paradise is your cousin.
Yellow boy!
Hold on. Have I equipped? There we go. You're coming with me.
Oh.
So here's the thing. I love the collecting aspect, like the in-world, and decorating your little room out with everything. Going like fishing, getting the rare fish in the aquarium and all that kind of thing. So I love that is, you know, at least in some capacity back here with capturing them. So we fast travel back to camp and
We've got one of our portable camps here.
Oh.
Pop-up camp.
Yeah, pop-up camp will get some. Oh, no, I need to put that away. Oh.
So I actually know a couple of more things about these camps now. The way that you set them up is with points, and they can get destroyed if you put them in a too dangerous area.
Let's
go! Break it! Break it!
There you go. We're absolutely safe right here. Oh!
Actually, have we seen a camp be destroyed before?
No,
That's
I've
amazing.
never seen it.
And we were in it when it happened, so you can get all the. You can go back to camp, you go in your bag, you're inventory managing, and then all of a sudden you get attacked and you're pulled out into combat. That's really,
Yeah. So if your buddies are in there and you're like, "Yo guys, I'm coming in," and then it gets destroyed.
I thought, it was the 30-minute.
It was
build,
the
wasn't it?
30-minute build,
Bro,
it looks like.
I just want to say sorry, Ro. I wanted to see some lance and gun lance. I
It's
thought we had 10
fine.
more minutes.
Listen, I'll play plenty of Gunlands for you guys when the game comes out. It's all good.
Nice. I think we got through a lot there, and we showed you guys off a lot of what you wanted to see. If you have any additional questions, we'll try to answer them now. But
So
we did.
I can tell you guys a little bit about the Gunlands
Yeah.
because I was like struggling with it when I first got here because there's a lot of stuff that they've changed. So like once you do full burst, you can no longer go full burst into stake. That's one of the changes that
okay.
they've done. However, they've added something really cool, which is if instead of going into full burst, you just do like a full melee combo. If you're spamming triangle, eventually it's going to do like this side swipe thing. And then once you get to the side swipe thing, you're going to press triangle and circle. And that is going to trigger the brrr. And then you mash triangle, and it's going to go from that into stake, into reload, into another bra, into another stake. It's so good. It's like one of the most satisfying things. Yeah. It just goes completely crazy like we saw in the trailer. Yeah,
It's like they added more gun to Gunland.
Yes.
That's and it's these new bunkers, like say with the sword and shield, you've got kind of in Sunbreak, obviously they were switch skills, whereas now you have both of those open-in moves for sword and shield. So yeah, even if you know your weapon inside out, you've used it for multiple generations. There's some nice new tricks there. Because I know like the team were like we've reworked and retooled like light bowgun, heavy bowgun, hunting on. But all these weapons have nice little things for people to find out.
That's the thing. So we haven't even got to try all of them yet out on the show floor. But every time I try something, just like we sort of briefly showed at the beginning with the hunting horn, it's like, huh? What's that? What's that? I didn't know that was in the game. And so there's like literally new things for almost everything. And if there isn't something explicitly new, something's changed, and either the combo's different and leads into something different, like the switch axe where we saw the full release.
The switch
at
axe
the end.
stuff is so good. I love it. I hadn't seen
so
switch axe
flashy.
yet. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Charge Blade's got competition on the flashiness there.
It does, but I mean, you can't. I don't know, because Charge Blade now has the new like multi-step super amped element discharge. It's got the pizza cutter.
Did you overcharge the files?
Yeah, you overcharge the files. I think, like, we were talking about that a little bit the other day.
Yeah,
I think it's, like, increased damage, maybe.
Increased
we're not
damage,
entirely sure. Like, the axe mode and not using the file every time you hit an axe mode.
Yeah, that was the other thing. And did you notice that sometimes the files, they don't spend all the way? Like, I'll spend just a little bit of a file.
Just a little sip.
A sip of a file of the charge blade.
You know how crazy it's going to be when you have a proper build and you have, like, the extra files with the skill.
Oh, yeah. It's going
like,
to be insane.
You can probably stay in, like, power axe mode for ages if you
and
have
by the way,
everything.
Paradise, you know Charge Blade. Do you think that thing where she spins around and the axe is like down here and she's holding it back?
I agree with you.
Is that not a guard point?
I'll tell you
like,
this.
if that is not a guard point, it's like,
how cool does it look anyway?
it looks amazing, but I'm just saying, like, I'll be really surprised if it's not, because usually you can tell the intent of an animation. So, yeah. Oh, another thing about Gunlands. Quick Reload has a block.
Really?
Oh, is it?
Yes, and I've parried with it.
Whoa.
Actually, I think
Parry this,
both
you
quick
filthy
reloads. It was so good. It's amazing. I love it.
Yeah, so when we have the Charge Blade gameplay on the channel already, and I was looking through it, obviously I had that animation quite a lot. It never, with the limited time that you have in the recording session, it never actually lined up with the monster attack, so I can't confirm that guard point. But it's there. It looks
like a
looks
guard
like
point.
it should work.
Yeah.
It looks like it should. We need to do a bit more testing to find out. Is there any more questions in chat that you guys want to know before we hop off? And while people's questions are coming in, I want to say, firstly, Rurkan, thank you for joining us.
thank you for having me.
It's been so great to have you here. And I got to say, it's been so great to hang out with everyone in the community out here. Rurkan has been the guy. We've seen him every day running around, chatting with people. So Rurkan, I really appreciate you and your time being here.
Thank you.
And Jono as well. I just want to say a massive thank you. Jono has been so great. He's been everyone here is run off their feet. It's so busy, you just won't believe it. So Jono, for being here in the stream, helping us out, I just want to say a really big thank you, and for showing off some really good SNS there.
You know what? It's nice. You know, when I'm on stage, I'm getting absolutely bodied, but it's great to actually show, show off this weapon I love. Yeah, but saying thank you for coming in. It's a pleasure to have you guys here. You're a core part of the community, people doing weapon guides and stuff. It's like, check out Arekkz. So it's awesome to have you here. Thank you for making the time for us as well, because it's yourselves, it's the community that has got Monster Hunter to where we are today.
Yeah.
So it's a privilege to host you guys, and it's nice to get some hunting. It's been a right giggle.
It has. Yeah. Oh.
That's the thing, guys, as well. Just as a thing, Capcom did hook us up and basically fly us out here so that we can check this out. So thank you to the Capcom boys and everybody on the Capcom team for making this possible, basically. Yuri's had a nice time. We've had a nice time. It's been great.
Amazing,
it's been a blast. So
It really has.
being one of the first to play it is just it's always special when you don't know anything and you're kind of just telling people information, you're learning something new. With that being said, could each one of us go through and give a little tidbit of information that we don't think many people know?
Let me see. Why don't you guys start, and I'll go.
No, don't start this then.
No, I'll start because I can talk a little bit about Dual Blades, which we didn't get to show here.
Yeah.
I was wanting to show it, but we got quite a few weapons in there at least. The really cool thing about Dual Blades is you have the blade dance, which all Dual Blade mains will know, and traditionally you're stuck in that attack until it's done. And it's a very cool attack. I always love doing it, especially when the monster's knocked over or something. It would be your go-to thing. Now in Wilds, it's not something that you're stuck in. It's a 3-step combo, so you can you know how I'm not 100% on this, but you know how with the SNS you're timing the dings on your perfect rush.
Yeah. Oh, exactly. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
So the 3-step almost has these dings, which we saw the dings in the trailer almost as it's going through it.
In the latest trailer, yeah.
Yeah, but it's not even just that. When you're in demon mode, there's another thing that you can combo into from Blade Dance, which is called, I think, Demon Flurry. So you basically have this crazy combo where you're Blade Dance 1, Demon Flurry 1, Blade Dance 2, Demon Flurry 2, and you switch between the two while you're in that mode. So your Blade Dance is now a combo. It has timing, so you can exit out of it, or you can perfect time it and commit to it, and you have this extra Demon Flurry thing within it. So Dual Blades was feeling really, really cool.
Isn't there a different mode for when you do a perfect dodge? It starts glowing blue or something?
So we've seen that in the trailer.
Yeah.
It's almost like the Adept dodge or the Flurry Demon mode from Rise, where you had the Whirlwind dash.
I think I saw one of the devs do that yesterday in the stream, or was it you?
Oh, on the...
On the
Oh yeah, no, that would be
the
the dev.
dodge.
Yeah, that would be. I think it was Takuda-san.
It was probably Takuda-san,
in here.
So what I noticed was that he did the dodge, he started glowing blue, and it starts draining your stamina, pretty much like demon mode. So you stay in that different mode, I think. Again, this is all speculation, guys.
Yeah,
Don't quote me, but I think it's basically a different demon mode that you get when you do a perfect dodge, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, so that was going to be my point, but for the bow, basically, something that people might not necessarily know is if you get an adept evasion, for a lack of a better word, you actually get a stamina refund. So the bow's going to be pretty busted in the long run.
Yeah, it juices your stamina up when you hit that ding on the dodge bolt style aerial.
Yeah.
So for my thing, I want to say two things. Number one, because I think it's important, I've been shouting this from the rooftops, but I think it's important that people are aware that the team, so Ryozu, Fujioka, and Takuda-san, have basically been as much time as it seems like they can at the booth.
Yeah.
Just like
Yeah.
greeting fans and just
Yeah.
like chilling out. To give you guys an idea, yesterday I get here at like 8:30. The booth isn't even on yet, and there's already like a massive queue. I don't even know how people are getting in at 8:30, but like Takuda-san is just in there looking at everybody, just like smiling ear to ear, like so happy that people are just there to play his game. It's amazing. The team are super accommodating and
You
have
know
been
what?
awesome.
I'll just expand on that because it's a little intimidating in a way because
Yeah.
these are like big guys for Monster Hunter. These are Ryozo, Takuda.
Yeah.
They're the most personable,
Yeah.
nice people. I'm almost like, oh, do I ask for a picture?
Yeah.
Am I
Oh,
gonna be? Is that
absolutely.
rude?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You go up and chat with them, and they're like, oh, we know you. Oh, thanks for coming.
Yeah.
They're like so nice, and that really like
But
pushed me back.
it's not even just with creators either. Like it's literally anyone can go up to them and just ask for a picture and they'll be perfectly fine, which is really cool to see. But in regards to the thing that people might have noticed, of course I'm gonna have to talk about the Gunlance. My thing would be there's 2 Wyvern fire charges now.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah, it is. I'm seeing a lot about the insect glaive in chat, so I'll quick. Has anyone? I have
I've
something
not
to
used the
say.
insect
You
glaive
haven't-
in Wilds, yeah,
okay.
so no.
The lot-
Ask me about sword and shield, light bowgun, heavy bowgun, you know.
So people are talking about the aerial. I literally only got to test for like a minute on a training dummy because you're timed when you're in there. So I was trying out different things.
Yeah.
So I can't comment on aerial because I just genuinely don't know. So I don't want to give any like misinformation. But I did look through some of the movesets in the menus, and there's something which I think is called a rising spiral slash, which is at the end of like a combo. I haven't seen this move before. This is like some kind of. This looked like one of the best moves in the game from the little preview box.
Yeah.
It's like this upwards uppercut slash attack jump, and the Kinsect like spirals around you like a tornado, leaving this huge red trail as you go
Yeah.
up. And it was one of the coolest looking moves I've seen out of every single weapon. I haven't done it myself. I don't know how it works
Yeah.
exactly, but I can tell you it looked really cool.
You raise a good point because people are getting these builds are like half an hour because it's a demo. So whilst people are discovering a lot and first finding a lot of things, don't panic if you don't see something that you're used to because there's stuff that even we're all still finding out as we play and things like that. And you raise a perfect point that you've seen this move, but it's like, how do I do it? Like with the sword and shield, to do the new move, one of the new moves, I had to block then press an attack button.
Yeah.
So and like you guys were talking about like your switch axe knowledge was just insane on another level, and you were breaking it down and how to do all this. So there's more. There's more to
That's
find
just
out.
it. And even like with the Switch X stuff, there's going to be more there that I haven't even realized or seen because like we're just so limited on what we can actually play and figure out. You need hours to actually go
There's
through.
so much in this one preview build.
Oh, here's another tidbit that I just reminded myself of. Focused shells, when you charge the shell, it unloads all the shells if you charge it all the way.
Really?
You charge it all the way, it unloads all the shells at once. I was like, what?
Okay.
What a blast!
What a blast.
More explosions, yeah. You guys seen the dismount move of the Gunlance as well?
Is it like the little explosion?
It's the drill thing. He drills, like if you do it in the head, he drills straight into the monster's skull, like, and then he jumps off and the thing explodes. It's so cool.
Jono, tell us a little bit. You got any extra SNS knowledge, like Bogart? Just something
SNS,
that's spicy.
I mean, yeah, for me, if you've never tried like a ranged weapon before, the light bowgun and heavy bowgun have really distinct identities now. And something that was revealed yesterday, but you'd have to kind of be listening carefully, is that the light bowgun has kind of been built to be a more closer ranged weapon, whereas the heavy bowgun actually has, it now performs best at distance. So, if you are more of that kind of like sniper enjoyer or support fire, the heavy bowgun actually really kind of gives you that fantasy now. And I love the light bowgun as like a complementary weapon to sword and shield, because if you're a sword and shield enjoyer, you probably use status or element. So being able to like further build upon that repertoire is awesome.
I just saw an SNS question for you.
Yeah.
Is guard slash still a counter?
I've not activated it on this build, but obviously guard slash is in there, and you get like the white sheen on you. So I'm leaning towards it's kind of like the perfect guard kind of thing. But would I call it a counter per se? I need a bit more time with testing that.
I'm seeing, is there a gathering hub? Not in this demo build. That
Not in the exactly. We know people. Like honestly, we've been blown away by the reception.
Yeah.
Right? It's been incredible, and this is but a Brinkle,
Yeah.
like what's being shown. And, 2025, there's plenty of time, so as time goes on, we will be revealing more about the game, but, there's still so much to digest here.
I'm just because someone's spamming. I think they're out of the chat now. Do insect glaive buffs remain when switching weapons? Again,
Yes.
this is not something
They
that I
do?
personally
They do.
tested.
I
Okay.
can tell you they do. They
There we
do,
go.
and I can tell you more. It is intended.
I can tell you something else. I believe hunting horn buffs remain.
No, that's what I was saying. I was talking about hunting horn.
Oh,
You're talking
you
about
were saying
insect
you were
glaive.
saying
Oh,
the-
insect glaive,
yeah,
I don't know.
yes,
Insect glaive, I don't know.
yeah.
But like hunting horn, they do remain, and it is intended.
Okay, does that mean it's like gonna be a must pick now, basically?
No, that's the thing. They don't necessarily want you to be forced to do that, but they want you to be able to do that as a choice.
Oh, okay, cool.
Do you know what though? This is why I like that. Okay, so sometimes you don't have a hunting horn player in your group.
Yeah.
And everyone benefits from a hunting horn player in their group. So now you don't have to be a hunting horn main in the group to be buffing.
Yeah.
Just one person, or even you yourself, could be like, my secondary weapon, I'm going to bring hunting horn. It takes like a minute or less to get the buffs out if you get familiar with it.
Yeah.
So right at the start of the hunt, you could buff up everyone. You got the buffs yourself. Switch back to your main and go ham on the monster and,
It's just-
and have fun.
The thing to me is I don't like too much maintenance, so it's like I don't care.
Yeah.
I mean, and as well, like, with
I
the,
want explosions. That's it.
like, with the addition of echo bubbles, which are such a massive buff as well, you need to, if you're actively using the hunting horn, you've got this incredibly, as you said, you can put 3 down there, and it not only adds to your DPS against the monster, but these buffs, like the one that we had in the build here, gives you evasion and movement speed. So it's not, it's something you can absolutely main and do
But it's-
incredible stuff with.
It's one of those things that, like, if you're talking about just straight up degenerate speedrunning, that's exactly what they're going to do. You're going to see, like, demon powder, hunting horn dudes, and then boom, go.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think, that's the team have built this thing where, it's a cooperative game. You work together to succeed. If there's these powerful combinations, and, obviously as well, it's a preview build. The balance can change and things like that. So, please don't think what you see is like absolute gospel. But, how you choose to overcome the challenges in the game is up to you. Like, that kind of brings me on to like the support hunters, which were revealed in the opening night live trailer. So if you played Sunbreak, we had the follower system, but in Wilds, you can call in AI hunters, and you can also do that in multiplayer. So if you two are playing together and you're like, let's get some backup in, you can get 2 AI hunters alongside you, or if you're on your own, you can call in up to 3. And if you want the help, you can use it, but if you don't, you don't have to use it.
Yeah.
So it's about giving players choice on how they want to tackle their time with Monster Hunter Wilds.
And ultimately, like I said, it's not something where, they don't want people to feel forced to do it. So I think it'll be balanced in a way.
the team are cooking.
Yeah,
they're cooking.
they've been cooking.
I feel like a lot of people are just going to take 2 of the same weapon anyway. It's going to be like double long
Just
sword.
like Ryozu, hammer
They do
twice.
hammer
That's
twice.
the way
And
you do
Not
it.
enough bunks.
Here's the thing, right? Just to say real quick. So status.
Yeah.
I love status.
Yeah.
But what? It's the mechanic where it's harder to get the consecutive ones one after another because it would just be too strong otherwise.
Yeah.
But if you could bring 2 of your main weapon with 2 different statuses, you could go sleep, you could go paralyze.
Exactly. Paralyzed poison, blast poison.
Yeah.
Like, in my case, I'm already thinking, I want to bring wide shelling and normal shelling, and I don't even know if those exist yet.
Yeah.
And like, I see Korok's been asking about the Sword and Shield a lot, and trust me, I know, like, I've been playing Sword and Shield since 3U.
Yeah.
I love the weapon, and every time I play, like, when I play Rise and Sunbreak, I was like, this weapon's even better now. It's even cooler. It's like, they can't top it again, and they have, like, don't worry, just because it might not look as flashy as, say, the longsword, which has some really cool flashy stuff, the Sword and Shield feels incredible. And I know, obviously, I might be a little bit biased, but no, trust me, the Sword and Shield feels incredible with the new moves and the options and the flexibility. It has so much flexibility, arguably one of the most flexible weapons, in my opinion, in regards to how you approach certain situations. So do not worry, just because it might not look as flashy, it's been given a lot of love. Like, there are changes to it, and you've only seen a little crumb.
Have Jono or Rokan, have you tried Charge Blade at all?
Yes.
Okay, so Power Axe mode, Savage Axe mode.
Yeah.
In Rise, if you held, you would do like.
Yes.
In Iceborne, I believe you would just tap, but it would
Yeah,
still multi-tick on the way
yes.
down.
It was exactly like that.
Have you had it? Because I tested I tested single taps and holds, and I couldn't get multiple hits while in
I'm going to
Power Axe
disappoint
mode.
you. I don't even know how to do Power Axe mode. I know I've activated it because I saw the icon glowing, but I don't know how I did that.
Well, I'll tell you right now. So you either hit a certain guard point and you will go into it. So it's like a reward for a specific guard point, or it's at the end of the focus strike. So focus strike.
Okay, so that's when I did it. I did it with the focus strike because I was like, I don't know what I did, but it's active now. Okay.
So yeah, I see people were saying on our gameplay video for it, and there's a couple in chat a minute ago. I've been trying to. I haven't been able to actually get on Charge Blade again yet.
Yeah.
It's something I've been wanting to test, but it's just unknown right now. At least for me.
So something I saw in chat is that the guy in the snow hat's being kind of quiet. And that's because I am a longsword main, and I don't need to sell my weapon. My weapon is good.
Dude, your mount finisher?
Nuts.
Oh my
Everything
goodness.
I haven't
nuts.
seen it yet.
Helmbreaker, crazy.
Man.
Everything so good.
You could say when you do the mount finisher, even a monster may cry.
Yeah,
like, you know.
I would just say that I completely called it in one of my videos where I said, like, I think Red Gauge is a whole new moveset. And I spoke with Peppo, and Peppo was like, yep, that's exactly what it is. And I was like, yep, called it.
The Crimson Slash is so good. The Focus Strike gives you 2 levels of like charge basically on the Focus Strike.
See, and and then people are going to say, oh, no, longsword's not broken. Yeah, right. True story.
Yeah.
Favorite baby of my son.
No. That was the bow. That's what I said. It's Capcom's favorite child, the bow.
That's right. All right, guys. I want to say thank you for everyone for joining us. Again, thank you, Jono. Thank you, Rurkan. Obviously, 2-6 here with us as well. By the way, guys, if people don't know, 2-6 is
it's me and Ju running the channel.
It's just us running the channel.
I edit videos, he presents them.
That's
he edits
right.
videos, he presents them. So
we're going to try and get as much out as we can for you guys. Yeah. We're here on the day. We're getting videos out at the same time. Run back to the hotel, do a video. Run back to the show floor, try and hit the queues. So thank you, everyone, for joining. I think we're going to be cut off any moment now. So just want to say a big thank you, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Check the channel. We've got more coming soon. Bye, everybody.
Bye.